The Orlando Magic, or more recently, the Tragic, have been terrorizing the NBA with underwhelming seasons, including but not limited to poor draft picks, questionable trades, and a massive influx of L's on and off the court. Brian Windhorst actually just reported that the Magic have now passed the Phoenix Suns for most L's taken in a number of recent years, making them the majority stakeholder of L's in the NBA. The Magic really have no excuse to explain for how they got themselves in this position. At least for the Phoenix Suns, they can make the excuse that they play in the West to justify their dog crap record. Being in the East, however, the Magic have no excuse why they can't pull together and win some games.
Alright, let's see what the fuck they're gonna do. It's gonna be a catch and shoot. Love, you ass, nigga. Get your ass. Yeah. Take your ass back. You ass, nigga.
If I were the Phoenix Suns organization, I would be begging Adam Silver to let the Magic and I switch conferences. At least then, we'd have an easier time of winning games, and the Magic, they'd have an easier time losing games, and then they could finally get a number one pick. Works out for everyone. I'd love to know the thought process of what went behind trading Oladipo for Ibaka, and while yes, I understand that Oladipo wasn't the all-star that he is today, I think he showed signs of potential. And Ibaka, he was just strong defensively. He was always the fourth or third offensive contributor on the offense for the Thunder. And Oladipo, when he's the quote-unquote number one option for the team offensively, what are you going to do after he's gone? It just doesn't make any sense. And we saw that because they traded Ibaka almost immediately. When you take a step back and look at the whole picture, it makes as much sense as drafting this guy. On top of that, the Tragic already had Aaron Gordon and Domantas Sabonis, two players of the same position, both power forwards. At that point in time, I can definitely agree that Ibaka was better than the both of them, but I feel like when you're in a rebuilding stage, you should watch the young talent you have develop instead of trading them away the instant you get a decent offer, because the guys you have aren't playing like LeBron immediately after you draft them. If anything, they should have traded Vucevic. They got him for Dwight, who was overrated because he was in a McDonald's commercial and he went to the finals twice, or once, almost twice, whatever, yeah. Vucevic is decent, I guess, but how are you going to trade prime Dwight Howard for just that in return? I understand he won out of Orlando, so they were trying to get whatever they could for him at the time, but what they got was just buns. Look at the San Antonio Spurs. They have competent, smart, college-educated individuals leading their front office, and they were able to ship out Kawhi Leonard, a guy who wouldn't even play for them. Injury or not, he wouldn't do anything with them. They traded him for DeMar DeRozan. And if you compare that to Orlando, Dwight Howard was an All-NBA center, regarded as the best center in the NBA, and they couldn't even get an All-Star for him in return. That is just tragic. They landed Tobias Harris in a trade, but as soon as he started proving himself a capable player, it didn't fit their dysfunctional system of bad talent, and they had to get rid of him too. Now let's take a look at some of these other blunders the Magic acquired over the draft the last few years. Oladipo, gone. Elfrid Payton refused to receive a haircut, so was traded to the only team that would take him, of course, the Phoenix Suns, coincidentally, the only other team that lives in a hotter state, which inevitably led to the haircut. Unrelated, but I thought it was worth throwing in. Aaron Gordon, Oscar nominee, Mario Hezonja. Why? Jonathan Isaac. Who? They literally could have picked a name out of a basketball blindfolded and gotten someone better. And most recently,
I be ballin' like my nigga Mo.
Look, I'm just as big of a fan as the song as the next guy, but you don't see me actually going out there and drafting him. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Magic the secret formula. Just draft a guy that can dribble, shoot, and dunk, and you'll win games. Simple as that. Works in 2K all the time. As far as the near future for this team, I really don't see much out of it. I think Mo Bamba, Aaron Gordon, and Vucevic are their three best players, and one of them's gonna have to go. If they're smart, I think they'll trade Vucevic for a guard and leave Gordon. He's definitely there to stay. Gordon at the 4 and Bamba at the 5, holding down the paint. I think Jonathan Simmons, if he stays around, he can be a good third option offensively, or second, hopefully if they get a guard for Vucevic. But until they do that, I think they're going to be stuck in a rut. They're going to be a bit confused on who should go where. Minutes are going to be funky. So I think they have to figure that out first. I will say this about the Magic getting a free agent signing. At the end of Dwight Howard's career, I promise he will re-sign with the team for a 1-year contract for his final season. He saw how Kobe got that farewell tour, and he wants the same treatment. We all know how emotional Dwight Howard is, and he wants to go out in a bang. Until then, they're just going to have to rock with Casper Jones, I guess. I kind of just wanted to talk about how bad the Magic are, get some stuff off my chest. They're the closest NBA team to me, and anytime I want to go to a game, I have to put up with them. They're kind of a dead franchise, really. I hope they can get it together. Probably not. You know, what can you expect? It's the Magic. but until they start doing some stuff, they're the Orlando Tragic.